The signing of the bill reinstating the old national anthem into law by President Bola Tinubu is eliciting mixed reactions from Nigerians. While some feel that the path to nation building and recovery requires every mechanism possible, as the words embedded in the old anthem hold more promise and significance, others are unfazed. But the law has taken immediate effect as members of the National Assembly rendered the reintroduced national anthem at their joint sitting. President Tinubu witnessed that solemn moment as he was at the hallowed chamber to be part of the history. Let's share that moment with you.
This institution, the hallowed chamber, represents our consciousness for freedom and sense of belonging. You rang out the latest national anthem. Nigeria will hail thee. Representing all characters and how we blend together to be brothers and sisters. Without this out, probably I may not find a path to the presidency. I started all there. And that is why I'm giving that respect this morning to you. To please continue to collaborate, work together, build our country. We have no other choice. It is our nation. No one, no age, no other institution or personality will help us except we do it ourselves.
Well, gentlemen in the studio, perhaps I should just put this poser to you both and let's see if we can sing this reintroduced national anthem.
The truth is...
the choir master is here.
This anthem...
Yes.
The one they just relinquished...
Yes.
...was born in 1978. And we had been learning to sing it since then. So the place of the one they just relinquished in our heads,
yes,
is a preeminent place. So we are now trying to create space for
this one.
So when we can sing the first stanza,
yes,
most children of that era can sing.
Yes.
Like
can
that's what
sing
I'm
the first
comfortable with.
the
After the
first-
first
So
stanza,
do you want us to sing?
I will plead the
You want us to sing it together
We will sing it.
with
now.
arms at attention?
No, no. No. So,
All right, so can we
more
just try to do
comfortable.
that? All right.
Okay,
So
let's
what's
start.
the key now?
Let's start. Let's start with the first one.
Okay,
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
So I'll sing the
There are
second.
two other stanzas.
Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain.
And the third. O God of all
creation,
O God of all creation. I think I can follow that. Grant this our one request.
help us to build a nation where no man is
oppressed.
And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Many say the words of this old anthem, which has been reintroduced now, speak volume, speaks of unity, and is a call to action for citizens of Nigeria.
Yes, I agree, absolutely. And people, I'm trying to remember, because before now, there was a Nigerian who was campaigning vigorously that they should bring this back. Maybe the National Assembly prodded him to do that. But about a month ago, I saw, and I'm like, what is going on at this time? At the time when former President Obasanjo, was a military head of state, introduced the anthem they just relinquished, there were people who complained that it was like disco, that they were opposed to it. In fact, during the Shagari era, a lot of the lawmakers wanted it to be dropped, especially lawmakers from northern Nigeria. They kept saying that it was maybe because of yes, the lyrics were not provided by Ben Odiase, who was the director of the Nigerian Police Band. But the Nigerian Police Band, led by Benedict Odiase, who died in 2013, provided the music, so that it became a much more modern national anthem. But there were complaints at that time that, look, it's like a disco, I don't know. But for me, at this time, if you told me that we will one day be singing this anthem that was discarded 46 years ago, I would have argued with you. It came completely out of the blues, and I don't know how the National Assembly would have prioritized reverting to the old anthem at this time. It's the list of the worries of the Nigerian people.
That's the content, some have been raising, that there are, more serious issues.
It just shows that
should be
they
attended
don't have anything doing in the National Assembly. That's just the reality. They are so free that they could decide that something that was discarded 46 years ago is more important. Nigerians have more problems than the National Anthem. And my own problem, why? To serve what purpose? Let's forget about lyrics. It's debatable. But you see, it has to do with a nation moving forward. So when you sit down and you believe that you have to go back to the old ways, they might as well go back to Stalin and forget about Naira and Kobo. Because when Obasanjo came up with that idea is that, look, it is important for a nation to move forward on his own. Some people might have taken you to get to the point where you were, but you have to indigenize things and do your own songs, composed by Nigerians, and then you move forward with it. That's why they came up with this new national and the national pledge. You understand? Some people now, when we have so much problem, there's so much laws that they needed to do to be able to make things better for Nigerians, and then they just believe that, oh, their priority is one old item composed by some.
And it was packed with so much speed.
The pace with which the
first reading, second
delivered
reading.
this is what shocked me.
Yes, it's amazing.
There are bills that were presented to them even during the the Saraki era as Senate president, that they've not, up till now, they've not worked on them. They've abandoned them. I know, for example, the NYC bill that we came here and said, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Nobody has had it passed. You know, there was a bill about giving a greater inclusion to women in national leadership and all that. They threw it away. But look at the speed with which they got this one together, and the consensus that they got amongst themselves is what I don't understand.
That's what I don't understand.
I don't know.
And what this is to serve what purpose?
Yeah, so the other twist about
will it serve?
the Minister of Justice, making a call that ideally this should come by a proclamation by Mr. President, and rather than it being passed as legislation
I agree.
by lawmakers.
I agree. Because as a bill, I don't see what it has to do with. It's not if there is a consensus, then there can be a proclamation that, we want to go back to this. But it has nothing to do with a bill. Then when you now pass,
I just suspect that somebody in the National Assembly, maybe the Senate President.
Maybe the Senate President must be somebody high up, yes.
Yeah, first strongly, okay, let us do this. By their nature, Nigerian leaders are extremely selfish.
Very, very.
We are talking about how a mere announcement of people into the boards, governing councils of tertiary institutions became terribly compromised. And when you look at the National Assembly, people have blamed the minister because, look, in such a situation, he carries the can because he's the one who will present the list to the president for approval. The number of people that the National Assembly generated, you will see in bold relief just how extremely greedy and selfish they are. Go and look at the number of people from Akwa Ibom State
alone.
I mean,
almost
what's
about
going
40,
on?
I think.
What's going on? And if you can show this much urgency for the matter of a national anthem, at the time when it was changed, people said it should have been a Nigerian that composed it. Let's chase away all the vagaries of colonialism.
That's the same thing. Why we change Stalin? Why we change the Stalin that was spending?
And Awolowo Christina currency Naira. So that we can have that feeling that, yes,
this is our own.
We are a mature nation.
How can somebody just compose something for us and you are telling me that
you are taking
the wordings of it is more important? It will make us more Nigerian. That's so stupid.
The other one too, the lyrics is rich. You know how the lyrics were generated now. It wasn't one person.
Several people.
Even the pledge. That was the same way they got the pledge. It was a competition.
Yes.
The Obasanjo regime made it a competition. At the end of the day, they got the best and then picked lines.
And infused.
They picked lines from the best and put them together. It's the same way. About 4 of them actually generated the lyrics of that national
Arise
anthem.
Your Compatriots.
And it was such a...
So do you think
that it wasn't
so why will you now go back to the old things that they gave us?
Do you think that a few years down the line, we might witness a reversal?
No, not really. We should not be doing that. But my own problem is that I expected the members of the National Assembly to be so busy, so concerned about the plight of Nigerians, that every day when they enter that allot chambers, they will be thinking about laws that will better the lives of Nigerians. It shows that they are not busy. That's why they took it as priority, something that was discarded for teachers.
And it also shows that they are detached from Nigerians.
Yes, they are.
Because I've not seen the average Nigerian who is interested in this.
Who is excited about it? Nobody.
Nobody even wants it.
Who is excited about it?
People. And within a short time, they managed to convince.
Even if you look at the music of this one, because part of the problem we have in that one is that because it's a police band that came up with the music,
There was a lot of
it is not
drumming.
funkified. There's a lot of drumming in it. This one is so flat.
It is.
If you look at it music-wise, it's so flat.
All right.
And I don't always agree with Obi Ezekwesili because I don't see her as largely objective, you know. But
Same here.
yes, I don't see her as largely objective. I know even some cases where you expect her to respond to some negative developments, she will refuse to talk.
Right.
You know,
Well,
she chooses when to talk. Now, in this matter, she said, we all must someday decide to collectively save ourselves from these overpaid, unethical, incompetent, and incapable lawbreakers. The political class is the biggest cause on this country.
Correct.
So, if she
I
said
align
this,
with her 100%.
yes, I may not align with her most of the time.
Yes, but this one,
This
they're on
one,
the same page on this one.
I think
All right,
she's right.
gentlemen.
They are not busy.
There's no problem.
How can you be giving us national anthem? Is that our problem?
All right, gentlemen, let's look into another matter that is eating